So, so now I'm going to add some other things that into this piecewise function. There is other way to graph a line. You have to know it all for SAT. You don't have to know the restriction because they don't test your piecewise function. So I put all the pieces in Algebra 1 and ask you to figure out how to do all the things. So here is the Algebra 1 information that you need to be at. So please put this part on the notes because this is crucial. This is a big deal. On Algebra 1, the SAT is only test all the way to Algebra 1.
Oh.
Okay, and geometry.
Damn.
And then maybe two questions on trigonometry, but those two questions
Two questions on what?
trigonometry.
Why?
He's talking about the
Oh.
So if you want to do better on your SAT, it's very easy. You just have to work on this class and as well as geometry. And trigonometry, just give up because we're not going to get there yet. Because when we get there, you'll know this question. But right now, we don't. Okay? So here is another way to graph a line. Okay? So x plus y equal to c is called standard form of a line. And this one looks like this. So some equation I'll give you like this. So I'm going to put in the piecewise look like this with the x and y in there. This one just means standard form. So standard form, that means ax plus by equal to c. And a, b, and c is integers.
Standard form of what?
Of a line. There's of a parabola, there's of, all quadratic functions and stuff like that. So exponential function, all other functions. So if you look at this function, it's very easy to graph. So for now, I want to graph, I'm going to change this one to negative sign. So that makes it a little bit fun because that's why you'll make a mistake when they have negative sign. So 2x minus 3y is equal to 6. And then you say, okay, with this one, I just had to find a way to get to y equal to mx plus b. Because I can graph y equal to mx plus b. We know that from yesterday. Now what you do is, you're going to solve for y. So what you're going to do is, you solve for y. So just like before, you try to isolate the three y's. So you need to get rid of 2x. What do?
Add. Subtract.
Subtract 2x. And I'm going to get minus 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 6. I write the order this way because it's y equal to mx plus b. Now, I hate when students do this. Do not do this. When you divide by both sides by negative 3, make sure you divide by every term by negative 3. A lot of people do this, one whole long line, and end up like this, and negative 3. It's impossible to graph that. But it's possible if you graph like this, and you're not going to make mistake. So do not do this. Do not say, some people say, oh yeah, that's easy, just divide by negative 3. And that's usually bad. So mathematically, you want to do it correct, then you divide by every term by negative 3.
Why would the 3 be negative? Because you divide negative.
I changed to a negative sign.
Oh.
Okay, so now this one negative over negative 3, that's going to cancel. That's going to be y. Negative over negative is what? Positive. Okay, that's the part that a lot of people mess up. This one plus 6 over negative 3 is going to be what?
Negative 2.
And that's it. So what if I say, hey, graph this, x is greater than, 3? Then all you got to do is say, y-intercept is what? 0, negative 2, right? And it's going to go up 2, right 3. And do I graph from here to here? No. You start right here, open circle, going up 2, right 3. So the graph's going to go up here.
Sir,
Yeah.
does it matter which order you put the 2x and the 6 or not?
It matters because I can tell y equal to mx plus b format. I put an x, always x come before the constant. It's called thing. Now, I'm going to talk about SAT things. SAT sometimes says find x-intercept or find zeros or find roots or find solutions. A lot of time is same concept. How do I find x-intercept on anything? Make sure you remember this. This one's always on SAT and work with any kind of equation. It doesn't matter what kind of equation. It can give you sine of x, exponential function, they are the same way. But it works from a line. Start from a line all the way to any type of extensive equations. So how do I find x-intercept? In algebra 2, what do I do? Set what? Set what equal to what? No. Set the equation equal to 0, not entirely, no. But set a variable equal to 0. Set the opposite variable equal to 0. That's a way to remember it. Set opposite variable equal to 0. And solve for it. And solve. So if x-intercept, I'm setting which value equal to 0? Y, opposite. So y is equal to 0, so it'll be 2x minus 3 times 0 equal to 6. 2x equal to 6, x equal to 3, so that's going to be my x-intercept is what? No. It's a coordinate.
3, 0.
3 comma 0. Can you find the y-intercept here? Just use the same equation, yes. Use the same equation here. So y, I'm going to set opposite. What's the opposite? 2 times 0 minus 3y is equal to 6, right? And I will have y is equal to -2. And that's going to be 0, -2. And if you pay attention, 3 zeros right here, that's the same line. 0, -2 is still the same line. I could have used those two information to graph also. But this is a work for everything though. That's the nice thing about this work for everything. On SAT, they can ask you this all day long. You have to understand this part is just set the opposite variable equal to 0. And you solve for it, whatever you solve for it is going to be a coordinate. That coordinate is your x-intercept or y-intercept. Jeffrey, put your computer away. You playing Fortnite on computer? Question about this part. Now this one is a very, very good equation here. This is called Pointslope. A lot of times that you say, yes, me too. That's my favorite equation of a line. It's my most often used equation. Can you see the whole screen on here? Yeah. Okay, so Pointslope form. The Pointslope form is a one that is always have issue for a lot of students. But it's actually the easiest one. What do I mean by easiest one? This equation you should know. From algebra 1 is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, y over x, right? That can calculate delta x and delta y, that's equal to the slope. You should know that. It doesn't matter what kind of teacher they will tell you that. Now, I can solve for y2 minus y1. Can I imagine multiply both sides by x2 minus x1? So I multiply this side. Guess what? Cross it out, y2 minus y1 equal to n times x2 minus x1. There goes your Pointslope equation. If you don't remember it, just erase those two, and then you're done. This is the same equation as this. Now, remember, there's a parenthesis right here. There's a parenthesis right here, always. What else you need to know? Well, it's very easy. It has a point. It has a slope. And you can graph based on the point and the slope. But every time inside of parentheses opposite sign, this one thing that you're gonna learn later, transformation. If inside the parentheses is always opposite sign. So if I were to graph this, y minus 4, right, is equal to 3 over 2 x plus 2. What is my point? My point is always x1 and y1. What is x1 and y1? Opposite sign, because this is opposite, right? So I start with a positive 2, it's going to be negative 2. And then positive 4. Okay? Can I grab this function says x is less than negative 2? Yeah. Negative 2. 1, 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this point right here. Less than negative 2, so that means this point is an open circle. And the slope is what? 3 over 2. Slope is equal to 3 over 2. 3 over 2, that means it's going to go up 3, right 2. Or what? Negative 3 over negative 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it down 3, left 2? Because I want to go this side, I want x less than negative 2. So down 3, left 2. So boom. So that becomes a line of the things.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all 4 in combinations. Because that way we review all 4 concepts in Algebra 1 in one day plus the piecewise function. We will do it. Good job. So here we want to graph this. We want to say f of x is equal to this graph. And this graph is going to look like this. I'm going to start with a simple one. So if it says it's going to be positive 2, there's going to be a brace, x is less than negative 4. Okay, so that's one's really easy. The next one is going to be maybe positive negative 3 over 2x plus 1 when x is between negative 4 and 0. So I want you to graph this. And next one here, I'm going to ask you to graph 4x minus 3y is equal to 12.
On graphing paper, you want us to graph it?
What?
Do you want us to graph that?
Yes. And it's going to be x from 0 to 3. And maybe y plus 2 is equal to 3 over 2. No, actually 2 over 5 x minus 3 when x is greater than 3. So I want you to graph those functions here.
Okay.
If you need a graphing paper, Michael donate some here so you can come grab some. Just grab one actually. Wait, I don't.
Miss, I have a question.
Yeah.
Jaden, say hi.
What does that little thing of rubber mean?
Here?
Yeah.
This is just a phrase.
Okay, so it doesn't change anything?
That doesn't change anything. That's just kind of organize kind of everything. That's how you grab them. That's how you do
Danny
it.
boy, pass me one.
Say hi to the camera, y'all.
Who needs it?
Yeah, horizontal line, all the way to where? Stop at where? So negative infinity and stop at where?
Two by itself, y, right?
Y.
I was so confused. I was like, why can't I cut this out?
Can you move your big head?
Who's talking to? Me? Oh.
What's X in
It's
this?
a joke, Miriam.
Yo, Ken, you're just getting Ken. They're disrespecting you, bro.
He missed me again. He said
I said I was joking.
karma.
Not like big, but
I only
big
hear what I
brain.
want to hear.
Yes, you gotta edit this.
You really gotta.
Oh, we should
No,
have
I
somebody
want-
behind it and do like the opposite.
Just like told all the creative minutes
You
about.
can't grab from negative 4 to 0. It's gonna be negative 3x over 2.
No.
No, Ken
That
Barbie
makes you,
doll.
Talk about
y,
first.
y.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
I have one here.
So you're gonna be-
No, Ken's the Barbie.
Jeffrey might be dumb.
Why would you be the Barbie?
Hey, guys, everything's online right now. Whatever you say. It's a proof of bullying.
Disapprove bullying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Miriam.
What do you mean? Approved
No, you're
bullying?
privileged.
No, you're
Privileged.
Oh, I'm privileged?
Yes, you are.
You know what's privilege? White people. I want to
You're not
talk.
wrong.
Miriam's halfway.
Ken, we both get privilege.
How about get to work?
I'm trying to ask you a
Really
question.
go home?
Where's X?
I don't fit in that category.
We're talking about X is a restriction.
When you
I'm
said
about
you're-
restriction.
No, when you
We got a big
said
on us.
Everything.
Yo,
You
shout
gotta go
out.
from left to right.
Shout out. We in this together, bro.
X is less,
Hey, bro, I came
less
from the
saying
neighborhood.
honestly, like, I would
Yeah, that's
never
a
get all my
restriction.
life.
I'm
So,
talking.
for example, that's a restriction.
So I'm
X
also on this.
is greater than negative 6 and
That's
less than
one
negative
if
2.
you get them.
No, but I understand that.
Oh, okay, you know
Word.
Puerto Ricans on the
What number is that?
What is it?
The third line's
Third line, it's a 4x minus 3y equal to 12, and that's 0 less than x less than 3.
Oh, but we're doing work.
No,
not the,
just
it
to
should be.
make sure.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, how do I know which end is open circle or closed circle?
Huh?
If there's a line underneath,
Well, I
like,
know that, but like, I don't know how to like.
Like which end? The end you start with.
For example,
Why is this
2x less than negative 4, that's gonna be open circle or closed circle at 4.
or did you honestly
It's
do it?
gonna be open.
Alright, got it.
But if you got greater equal to, that's where
Yo,
you
y'all gotta stop
have
bullying
less
Jen,
equal
bro.
to, that's where you have closed.
Like, what did I ever do?
You transferred out of class?
I'm just
What?
So today you're gonna have two type of question. One is like this, and give you a graph, ask you the equation, give you an equation, ask you a graph, and even I can evaluate this. I can even ask you what is I can even ask you extensive. I can ask you what's f of -5. What is f of -5? And what's f of -2? And what's f of 0? And what's f of 1? And what's f of 5?
So you're scaring me.
I can ask you all those stuff, but you gotta follow restriction. So -5 is gonna be in this restriction. So what do you think that is?
2.
2.
Oh, really?
That's it.
Is that a U?
Where?
Something, yeah, that.
Yeah?
Not right there, yeah.
0. What's your glasses?
Privileged person.
Sir, you gotta write better.
You don't have
These are
one,
wrong.
right?
I don't watch the game.
If you got an issue with me, I don't care, so I don't wanna hear it.
Did you
I don't have an issue with
yes,
you.
sir?
Okay, then stop talking about me.
Did you not just do what you said?
Yo, she
Get to work, get to work, get to work.
I'm so hard.
Huh? What you gonna say? Because I use the x to the -5, so it's equaling -30, -4. So you're gonna use a function of 2, so y is always 2. So you don't need to plug any value, right?
That'd be.
Okay, I will finish this part on a video. So go ahead, if you still have a question how to grab this, I will do it on a video.
Road.
Yeah, I was
What? You didn't say Oh, really? Where's your text? Kelly? Show me your text you sent me.
I don't have a phone.
Okay, so you just sent me your text.
Yes, I did. I don't have a
On
phone.
what app did you send your text message on?
Instagram.
On Instagram?
But I don't know how
Oh my god. Unopened. I know, I have no unopened DMs. This is lost.
Oh, test back. Everybody test back.
Oh, you want
Come here, right here. All the tests in your bag.
No, put it over there.
Let me get mine, bro.
Oh my god.
Are you really gonna leave?
Yeah, have to go.
Way more than coffee.
Bye.
Put a test on my table, please, before you go. Otherwise, I'm gonna give it 0.
That's fun.
I can still go back to give it 0. I'm gonna finish this part of the graph. So if you don't know how to do it online, Michael, please go check online.
So I'm coming after food.
Also check online.
You have to put your test back over there.
What's up, dude?
4x minus 3y is equal to 12. And y plus 2 equal to 2 over 5x minus 3 when x is greater than 3. And this one is when 0 less than x less than 3. So this is our domain restriction. So 2 is less than -4. -4 is right here. So -4 is right here. So it's 2. So it's going to be an open circle going this way. Oops, I can count. Okay. And a +1, that's y-intercept, is +1 here. And the slope is going to be down 3, right 2, or up 3, up 2, up 3, left 2, open circle. And this one's going to be closed circle. And this one I need to find out what happened with y here. So I'm going to find out what is y. So before x minus 3y is equal to 12. I'm minus 4x on both sides. So I'm going to get minus 3y equal to -4x plus 12 divided by -3 on all the term. So y is equal to 4 over 3x minus 6. So I'm going to go to minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to have an open circle. And then it's going to go up 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move right 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be open circle. Last one is I'm going to find out what a point is. The point is, it's going to be 3, comma, -2. 3, comma, -2 is happen to be on this point. And then it's going to be greater than, so it's not going to fill in a circle. And have a slope. It's equal to 2 over 5, so that means go up 2, right 5. So that is the piecewise function for this graph.